Welcome everyone again. Atlantic Broadband Cable in cooperation with the South Union Township Supervisors presents the South Union Township Sports Network. Today via tape delay from the Penn State Fayette campus, the Community Center main arena. It's the Penn State Fayette Roaring Lions men's basketball team taking on the Penn State York team in PSUAC semifinal action. Hello everyone, I'm Gary Frankhauser along with Jerry Dupay. We welcome you aboard once again for this afternoon's basketball action. The South Union Township Sports Network coverage is brought to you as a joint cooperative venture featuring Township Supervisors Bob Schiffbar, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott, Atlantic Broadband Cable, Armstrong Cable, and CUTV with J.R. Wheeler and Gary Smith. Once again, this is Gary Frankhauser, Jerry Dupay on the camera. We'll be right back with the starting lineups for both teams right after these messages.
Are you or someone you know looking to begin college within the next year? Why not join a winning team at Penn State Fayette at the Eberly campus? We have new scholarships and new degree options that can be completed entirely at the Fayette campus. Find out what opportunities are available for you at Penn State Fayette and meet our team by visiting the campus at one of our upcoming admissions events. For more information or to make an appointment, call 724-430-4130 or visit fayette.psu.edu.
John and John's, attorney at law in Uniontown, would like to wish good luck to the Penn State Fayette men's basketball team and their coaches.
Welcome back. Here are your starters for the visiting Penn State York team, coming in 13-12 overall, 11-5 in the PSUAC under Coach Paris Pete Petrie. The starters: number 3, Judd Gemmel, a 5'9" senior guard. Number 5, Mike Coleman, a 6'3" freshman forward. The leading scorer for Penn State York, number 10, Trent Thompson, 6'2" freshman guard, averaging 26 points a game. Number 20, Damian Hamler, a 6'5" sophomore forward. And number 23, Richard Grant, a 6'4" freshman forward. Young team for Penn State York trying to advance to the finals. We'll be back with the starters for Penn State Fayette right after this on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Landsea Academy of Dance offers a fun learning environment for all ages and ability levels. Owned and directed by Christina Landsea and located at 164 South Beeson Avenue in Uniontown, Landsea Academy of Dance offers classes in ballet, jazz, tap, acro gym, point, contemporary, lyrical, hip-hop, and ballroom at very reasonable prices. Landsea Academy of Dance provides a professional, positive, and friendly environment for all dancers to find a second home. Come join the dance family and learn from the most qualified teachers in our area. For more information, visit www.landseaacademyofdance.com or call 724-438-6911.
Here are your starters for Penn State Fayette, the Roaring Lions, under Coach Mookie John in his 6th year at the helm, assisted by Juwan Davis. 14-10 overall this season, 13-3 in the PSUAC. Starting at one of the guards, the leading scorer for the Fayette Roaring Lions, number 1, Luke Williams, a 5'11" senior guard, averaging 20.6 points per game out of Lahaina, Hawaii. Number 2, C.J. Gaddis, a 5'9" senior guard from Brownsville, Pennsylvania. Number 3, Dominic Jackson, a 5'9" junior guard from Minneapolis, Minnesota. Right behind Williams in the scoring column, number 12, Brandon Cunningham, a 6'3" senior guard from Rancho Cucamonga, California. Rounding out those starters, number 13, Spencer Perry, a 6'2" junior forward, also from Lahaina, Hawaii. Those are your starters. We're going to be back with the opening tip and some more pregame activities here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Stony Point Kitchens and Baths specializes in high-end custom kitchen and bathroom designs and offers high-quality lines of cabinetry at prices up to 30 to 40% less than their competitors. Stony Point has stack and tack Silvermine stone, Mohn, Kohler, and multi-lines of porcelain tile. Stony Point uses top-of-the-line design software that allows you to see your completed kitchen or bathroom before you commit to anything. Stony Point Kitchens and Baths is locally owned and operated with over 70 years combined experience and proudly accepts the Buy Local discount card. When you use your Buy Local discount card, you can receive 5% off your purchase. Fully licensed and insured. Stop by and see Stony Point Kitchen and Baths just west of Uniontown on National Pike. Phone 724-550-4365. That's 724-550-4365 for Stony Point Kitchens and Baths.
Welcome back to the Community Center main arena here at the Eberly campus of Penn State Fayette. Just about ready for PSUAC semifinal action between Penn State Fayette and Penn State York. Looking at this afternoon's game, it should be very interesting. The teams did meet one other time this year, with Penn State Fayette victorious 96-90 back at the beginning of the year. Fayette was led by Luke Williams, who scored 26 points that night. York was led by Lucas Joel, who netted 20 points to finish off the night. But it's interesting to point out that at that point, Trent Thomas was not with the Penn State York team, and he now leads Penn State York in all the categories. We're ready for the national anthem. Beautiful rendition of the national anthem. Just looking back again, Penn State York bringing in the freshman phenom Trent Thomas, who has posted an impressive 364 points. He only played in 14 games this year, and he was 13th in scoring throughout the PSUAC. Thomas is averaging over 26 points a game, so it'll be a tall task for the Penn State Fayette Roaring Lions to come up with a defense that will slow him down a little bit. We're looking for a high-scoring affair here, as we said earlier in the season, 96-90, and that was with Penn State York not having Thomas in their arsenal. Penn State Fayette has been pretty impressive so far this season in the PSUAC with an impressive 13-3 record. Finished off the season on a high note with a win over Wilkes-Barre, 93-88. And they finished off the second semester losing only 3 games the entire semester. Roaring Lions completed the season 14-10 overall and 13-3 in the PSUAC. looking to try to advance to the finals at the main campus, Bryce Jordan Center, on the campus of Penn State in State College, PA. It's going to be an exciting day here at the campus. If you haven't had an opportunity to see Penn State at home, you know that they are a very dynamic team. Officials getting their final handshakes. Officials for this afternoon's game: Tim Tyler, Jason Bieber, and Andrew Reiner. Penn State Fayette in their home white uniforms. Penn State York in the gray attire. They will be going left to right to start the action, with Penn State Fayette going right to left. Cunningham will jump center with Damian Hamler doing the duty for York. Here we go. Tip controlled by York. Right back to Gemmel on the right wing now. This is Trent Thomas. Gets it right at the foul line. Richard Grant, number 23, on top to Hamler. Hamler one-on-one, stolen away by Cunningham, but right back to York. 3 on the way, in and out for Gemmel. Rebound by Perrieff. Been a strong rebounder for Penn State Fayette all year. Spencer Perrieff from Lahaina, Hawaii, the 6'2" junior forward. Here's Williams trying to get on the board early, and he does. Luke Williams with the left puts Penn State Fayette up by 2. On the left side, knocked out of bounds there. Hustle by Williams. Knocked out of the hands of Trent Thomas on the left wing. Fayette in their man-to-man defense, trying to force the action. Gemmel gets a screen on top. Now uses his left to the bucket. Off the rim, no good. Tipped out of bounds there by Penn State York. CJ Gaddis will be handling the bulk of the ball handling for Penn State Fayette. On top, number 2. Across to Jackson, now on top to Williams. Gaddis with the fake to the hoop, now outside to Jackson for 3. Got it! Dominic Jackson, early 5-0 lead for Fayette. Long 3 on the way now by Thomas. Can't get it to go, but offensive rebound and put back by Richard Grant. CJ calling out the offense against the man-to-man defense for York. Williams will try the 3. Rolls off the right-hand side, no good. Rebound pulled down there by Thomas. Thomas now will go to the hoop. Strong, can't get it to go. Cunningham with the rebound. Cunningham now trying to go coast to coast. Drops it back to Gaddis. He'll kick it back to Cunningham. One dribble to his right. High arcing shot. No good. Thomas with another rebound. Quickly back comes York. Into the middle. What do we have? A good bucket, I believe, and a foul. Richard Grant with the hoop. He'll score for York. Cunningham picks up his first foul, team first. Just was not able to get himself in that established defensive position and take the charge. First foul shot of the game for either team. Grant converts to tie it up at 5. 17:46 to go here in the first half. Man-to-man defense kind of packed in a little bit for York, and the weave on the outside for Penn State Fayette. Jackson now spins in the middle, kick it to the corner to Perrieff. Thought about the 3, now he'll skip it across. Bad pass, deflected and out of there by Hamler. Swing it all the way around for a 3 for York. That was Coleman, he couldn't hit. Now Jackson will bring it up, and he's going to be fouled by Coleman. Mike Coleman, his first, team first. Coleman, the 6'3" freshman forward from York, PA, Northeastern High School. Cunningham, baseline drive, contact, no call. Rebound pulled down by York. Transition cut off there nicely by the Penn State Fayette defense, but driving to the hoop and scoring anyway was Judd Gemmel, his first two of the afternoon. And Penn State York's first lead of the afternoon, 7-5. The sagging man-to-man defense. Perry, if good ball fake, back to Gaddis. Too strong off the back of the iron. Hamler with the rebound. Gemmel setting things up for York. Left wing extended to Grant. Now at the elbow, left-hand jumper for Coleman. Can't get it to go. Transition now for C.J. Gaddis. Bounce pass to Perry in the corner. Williams underneath to Jackson. Has it blocked away by Coleman. A little hesitant on the drive there was Jackson. Quickly back. York unable to complete the layup was Judd Gemmel. Now Williams will reset now with C.J. Gaddis. Williams across to Gaddis again. Gaddis penetrate, spin move, blocked away cleanly by Richard Grant. Gaddis did not feel him on the spin move. Easy block there for Richard Grant. Still 7-5, 15:38 now to go here in the first half. This is Thomas, he can't hit, so a little cold early is Trent Thomas, but picking up the slack, Judd Gemmel for two. Now has York up 9-5, and it's going to be a timeout call. 30-second timeout call by Coach John, and that'll give us a chance to step aside here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Are you or someone you know looking to begin college within the next year? Why not join a winning team at Penn State Fayette at the Eberly campus? We have new scholarships and new degree options that can be completed entirely at the Fayette campus. Find out what opportunities are available for you at Penn State Fayette and meet our team by visiting the campus at one of our upcoming admissions events. For more information or to make an appointment, call 724-430-4130 or visit fayette.psu.edu.
Quickly back, Coach John did not like the tempo as it was starting to swing in the favor of York. Calls a quick timeout and reminds his players of the importance of each possession, both on the offensive side and the defensive side. Hoxie into the game now as William tried to go in hard. Can't get it to the hoop. Now Thomas off glass, can't hit it. So Trent Thomas a little cold here in the early going for York. Hoxie, who had checked in for Penn State, he'll shoot the left-handed three. Got it! Three for London. Hoxie squared his feet up perfectly there and just shot that left-handed jumper, even with the bandage on. Completes it as Trent Thomas does get into the scoring column on the baseline drive, making it 11-8 in favor of York. C.J. Gaddis will take the right hand jumper for three, no good. Gemmel drops it off to Thomas. Long three on the way, this time by Coleman, can't get it to go. Jackson now with the left, drops it to Cunningham. Got it again. Three for Brandon Cunningham. Can't leave him open like that. He'll square it up and knock it down on a consistent basis. Good cutoff there defensively by Hoxie on the baseline. Coleman trying to post up. Grant inside. Thomas with the scoop and a score. So Trent Thomas finding his legs here a little bit now with 13:32 to go here in the first half. 13-11, 2-point ball game. Gaddis, foul line, drops to Cunningham. One Dribble and the three again for Brandon Cunningham. Off the dribble, creates for himself. Very athletic move there by Cunningham. Staying in that man-to-man defense. Gemmel now posts up Grant on the block. Takes it hard to the hoop and against the smaller defender, able to put in his 7th point of the game. 15-14 now. York back on top by 1. Cunningham to Hoxie. Drops it to Gaddis. Williams, he'll take that three, but he'll dribble to the elbow. Can't get it to go, but Cunningham with the offensive board. Can't get it to go. Pulled down there by Hamler. Good offensive opportunity there for Penn State. Running the floor now is Trent Thomas for 6 quick points now. Coming out a little cold early, now has 6 quick ones. Back into the weave, and that's going to be a foul called on the screen play right out top, and that's going to be on number 20, Damian Hamler, his first, just the team second. That'll bring us to a media timeout with 12:10 to go here at the Community Center, Main Arena, Eberly campus. It's Penn State York 17, Penn State Fayette 14. Right back on the South Union Township Sports Network.
John and John's, attorney at law in Uniontown, would like to wish good luck to the Penn State Fayette men's basketball team and their coaches.
We're back with the ball to be out of bounds to Penn State Fayette following the foul. 17-14. Fayette relying on the three-pointer here so far. 4 3-pointers and just 1 deuce. Cunningham strong to the hoop, and he has it rejected. Inside that time, Justin Luton, who just checked in for York. Baseline drive and a dunk by Hamler. Strong move to the hoop. No help defense on the baseline that time by Fayette. Williams to Gaddis. Gaddis on top now to Bristol, who just checked in. And we have a foul called. I think that's going to be on Penn State Fayette. Hoxie. Inside position established by York. Damian Hamler. So that's going to be on Hoxley, his first, team second. York on offense with a 5-point advantage. Baseline. Jumper now in the corner. Can't get it, but inside rebound and put back by number 45, Billy Vaughn Geib. 6'3" sophomore forward from Lancaster, PA, Manheim Township High School, as Cunningham tried to answer. And it will ricochet out of bounds back to York. (21-14), 11:01 here in the first. Penn State Fayette cannot afford to allow extra opportunities at the hoop by York. Hamler inside to Thomas, and he'll kiss it off the glass and score again. So Thomas now getting in the groove at 8 points, about halfway through the first half. The weave out front now. Good pass inside to Hoxie, and he's going to be fouled by Thomas, I believe. That is a foul on Trent Thomas. His first, team third, will send London Hoxie to the line for 2. Good look inside that time. Hoxie able to establish position down low. split the double team and able to pick up the foul. Hoxie hits the first. 75% free throw shooter on the year. London, 6'3" freshman guard from Manistee, California, Paloma Valley High School. Hoxie hits them both. Back to a 7-point game as Gemmel gets it down low again, and good double team low that time by Bristol. Passed it back inside. Battle and 2-3 opportunities for York, and we're going to have a travel call as going to the floor was Billy Von Geib. And Coach Petrie doesn't like that call, but it'll go over to Penn State Fayette on the turnover. Cunningham, guarded by Hamler. Looking to create for himself, gets it low down to Hoxie, and he is blocked again. 4 defensive blocks by York, but sprinting back defensively, Cunningham knocks it away, prevents the transition hoop. But it's going to be a media timeout now. Under 10 minutes, it's York on top, 23-16 over Fayette. You're watching the South Union Township Sports Network.
Lanzi Academy of Dance offers a fun learning environment for all ages and ability levels. Owned and directed by Christina Lanzi and located at 164 South Beeson Avenue in Uniontown, Lanzi Academy of Dance offers classes in ballet, jazz, tap, acro gym, point, contemporary, lyrical, hip-hop, and ballroom at very reasonable prices. Lanzi Academy of Dance provides a professional, positive, and friendly environment for all dancers to find a second home. Come join the dance family and learn from the most qualified teachers in our area. For more information, visit www.lanziacademyofdance.com or call 724-438-6911.
Coming out of the media timeout, it will be York's ball, baseline right, with the 23-16 lead. Penn State Fayette, several opportunities inside have been blocked by the taller York squad. Now a little bit of confusion here. What do we got? I think they're going to recheck the time. 9:52 on the clock. Not sure what the confusion was there other than possibly the plug coming out on the score table. We're ready to go. Lucas Jewell sends it on top to Judd Gemmel. Gemmel guarded there by Hoxie. Cunningham on Luton. Gemmel to the hoop, and he drops it to Trent Thomas. And Fayette cannot allow him to roam free on that baseline. He scores again to make it a 9-point, 25-16 advantage for York. Williams for 3 off the back of the iron, no good. No extra shots for Fayette. Quickly back again, and it's clear that York is content about going inside, and just a little tie-up of some feet in the lane there. No foul called as it's incidental contact was the decision of the official. Cunningham drops it to Hoxie, left-hander, good. London Hoxie providing a spark to Fayette off the bench with 7 here in the first half. Cuts the lead to 25-18. Von Geib drops it to Gemmel. Gemmel will take the contested three-pointer, and Williams with the defensive board. Luke just 2 points so far. Need to get him moving offensively for Fayette also. Leading scorer for Fayette. Now Gaddis loses the dribble, And back quickly comes Gemmel. Thought better of it, drops it back now to Jewell. Didn't really have a lane to the hoop, so good decision there by Judd Gemmel to reset for York. Guarded there by Williams. He'll look for the screen. Now they'll give and go, and it'll be kept in play there by Vaughn Geib, and he'll swing it all the way out to Gemmel. We got a foul called with just 3 seconds on the shot clock. Bristol will be called for the foul. I'm sorry, it is Hoxie. His second, team third. Substitutions back in the game for York. We got Thomas, Luton, Grant, Gemmel, and Hamler. There's a pass out of bounds, and Williams with the nifty pickup. Gets it ahead to Cunningham, and he's fouled on the slam attempt. Strategically good foul there by Richard Grant as Cunningham appeared to be able to sky in for the dunk. That's his first, team fourth. So Cunningham will have to earn them at the line, shooting 2. 6 points so far for Brandon. 71% from the line, hits the first. Seniors for Penn State Fayette winding down this campaign in the PSUAC, looking for that opportunity to head up to the main campus as the second one's too strong. Gemmel in control for York. Thomas. Pass inside now to Grant. Grant drops back to Gemmel. Baseline drive now. Thomas, you cannot allow that drop step drive by Trent Thomas with 12 points now. Williams looking to Perrieff. Behind the arc, Gaddis. Cunningham being guarded there. He'll take it strong to the hoop. Scoop shot won't go, and another rebound defensively controlling the boards for York. Gemmel drops it to Thomas. Drop back. 3 on the way, a little strong, and that'll be out of bounds. And it could have been a foul call. I think instead they just called it out of bounds to Fayette. 27-19, 8-point advantage for York. 7:02 to go here in the first half. Fayette having a little trouble getting their offense on track. This will be Bristol. It's too strong. Back again, Gemmel looking to post up inside. Bristol, mismatch there. Luton 6'5" against a 5'7" Bristol. No contest and easy bucket for York. Great recognition by Judd Gemmel to pick up the double team as Williams goes strong to the hoop. Picks up his second bucket. Foul is called on Justin Luton, his first, team fifth. And Williams will have an opportunity to shoot one and complete the three-point play. Williams, 78% free throw shooter, just too strong with that one. York always looking inside. Luton on the left wing, out top to Hamler. Hamler to Grant. Dribbles left into the lane, now in the corner. His baseline drive, and we're going to have a hold call on Bristol. Spin move at the baseline. And Tony Bristol picks up his first. That's a team fourth with 6:02 to go here in the first half. In the corner is Coleman. Dribbles it up top. Across to Hamler. Hamler has it knocked away, but 3 on the way. And again, a rebound offensively for York as Gemmel will try the 3 and hit. Judd Gemmel with 7 points here in the first half. His first 3 averages just 9 points a game. Now an 11-point game as Penn State having all kind of trouble getting on track offensively as Jackson picks up the loose ball and takes it to the hoop. Ball seemed like it just laid there for anyone to pick up. Jackson took advantage and gets the foul call on Damian Hamler, his second. Dominic Jackson, left-hander up there, a little strong. So Penn State Fayette is 3 for 5 from the line so far. Looking to try to keep this close at the end of the first half as Jackson hits the second. 32-22 now. Penn State York having the better of it here in the first half so far. Thomas, he'll always look to score, gets it back to Gemmel for 3, and he hits again. But Judd Gemmel, not shy from three-point land, now has 10. Cunningham guarded there by Luton. He'll take the 3 and hit. 3 3-pointers for Brandon Cunningham. Answers for Penn State Fayette. Cunningham now with 10. That's going to be an offensive foul call. Good defense there by C.J. Gaddis as Trent Thomas tried the spin loom on the baseline, and establishing his defensive position there was C.J. Gaddis, and Trent Thomas picks up his second foul. Under 5 minutes, 4:41 to go here in the first half. Media timeout, and a timeout here again on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Are you or someone you know looking to begin college within the next year? Why not join a winning team at Penn State Fayette at the Eberly campus? We have new scholarships and new degree options that can be completed entirely at the Fayette campus. Find out what opportunities are available for you at Penn State Fayette and meet our team by visiting the campus at one of our upcoming admissions events. For more information or to make an appointment, call 724-430-4130 or visit fayette.psu.edu.
Here we go, the final 4:41 of the first half. It's 35-25. York on top of Fayette. It'll be Fayette's ball in the backcourt. Cunningham and Gaddis controlling for Fayette. Also in there for Fayette, Jackson, Hoxie, and Williams. CJ backing up, resetting now, looks for that screen. He'll take the 3 and can't convert. Good pick up top. It was a good look, but just did not set his feet squarely and drain that 3. Back comes York. Now baseline again. Got it. Mike Coleman, his first 2 of the game, has York up by 12 again as Gaddis will take it all the way. He can't get it to go, but put back by London Hoxie. As we said earlier, Hoxie providing a good spark for Fayette off the bench. 9 points now for Hoxie. Gemmel has the hot hand for York in the first half. Dribbling one-hander, that time was Jewell, but getting the rebound again on the offensive side is York. Another offensive attempt and put back right in front, Richard Grant. 9 points for Grant. Gaddis drops to Cunningham, has a lane to the hoop. May have got away with a walk, but puts it in with the left. Brandon Cunningham keeps Fayette close at 39-29. 3:07 to go here in the first. Switching defense down low for Fayette, trying to keep that ball away from the low block. Now baseline drive again with the left hand, trickles out, and it'll be out of bounds to Fayette. Coleman couldn't get that running one-hander to fall. And now in for Fayette, number 15, Marvin Sidon will give C.J. Gaddis a late first half break. Sidon, the 5'9" freshman guard from Lahaina, Hawaii also. There's Williams to the hoop with the left and score it. Quick drop step to the left for Luke Williams. He has 6. 39-31. Backdoor cut. And right there for the pickup for York. Again, down low, blocked by Cunningham. What are we gonna have? Looked like contact made, and that's going to be on Hoxie, his third foul. And Justin Luton will go to the line. The 4th team foul on Fayette, and 3 of them on Hoxie. So Coach John will get him out so as not to pick up that 4th foul here in the first half. Luton strong off the back iron. 52% free throw shooter, Justin Linton from Owings Mill, Maryland. Newtown High School, 6'5" freshman forward. Neck went on the way. Again strong. And knocked out of bounds by Vaughn Geib. Penn State will have the offensive opportunity with 2:13 to go here in the first half, trailing by 8. Gaddis down the left wing, looks for the pick from Williams. Now the roll by Williams. Gaddis, kick out to Sidon. He is blocked at the 3-point line. Tried to go baseline, gets it back to Gaddis for 3. Got it! C.J. Gaddis, his first 3 of the game, brings Penn State Fayette within 5, 39-34. Now the jumper at the foul line again, short this time by Jewell. Quickly back is Jackson. He's to the hoop. And just a little strong. Can't get it to go. Ball picked out of there, though, by Sidon. Hustling offensive rebound by Sidon. Gaddis, he'll take another 3. Got it! C.J. Gaddis, back-to-back 3s, brings Fayette within 2. Coleman over on the side now to Gemmel. On top to Coleman. Knocked away now, and another takeaway by Fayette. Jackson to Williams. Around the opposite side, Jackson with the rebound, and he'll get the call. Williams expecting the contact. Went on the reverse layup. Could not get it to go, but Dominic Jackson hustling all the way, picks up the offensive rebound, and the foul called on Damian Hamler. And I believe if that's his call, I believe he has 3. The scoreboard says 2. So we'll defer to the scoreboard. Timeout called with 57 seconds to go. When we come back, it'll be Dominic Jackson at the line, shooting 2 for Fayette.
Stony Point Kitchens and Baths specializes in high-end custom kitchen and bathroom designs and offers high-quality lines of cabinetry at prices up to 30 to 40% less than their competitors. Stony Point has stack and tack Silvermine stone, Mohn, Kohler, and multi-lines of porcelain tile. Stony Point uses top-of-the-line design software that allows you to see your completed kitchen or bathroom before you commit to anything. Stony Point Kitchens and Baths is locally owned and operated with over 70 years combined experience and proudly accepts the Buy Local discount card. When you use your Buy Local discount card, you can receive 5% off your purchase. fully licensed and insured. Stop by and see Stony Point Kitchen and Baths just west of Uniontown on National Pike. Phone 724-550-4365. That's 724-550-4365 for Stony Point Kitchens and Baths.
Here we go. Dominic Jackson will be at the line to try to bring Fayette even at 39, trailing by 2. York had as much as a 12-point lead here in the first half and has seen that whittled away by Penn State Fayette, now 39-37. Jackson, a 78% free throw shooter with the left. Just a little strong with that one. So he's just 1 for 3 so far at the line. 4 points on the afternoon for Dominic Jackson. Junior guard from Minneapolis, Minnesota. Second one on the way. That one will go. We got a 1-point ball game at 39-38 in the final minute of the first half. Jackson will take a break. What do we got? I think the shot clock may not have reset. They're going to bring it all the way back to the baseline, trying to pick up the conversation from the officials down there at the score table. Still not sure exactly what the situation is, but we're going to have 55.1 seconds to go. Still waiting for a reset. Not quite ready yet. What do we have? Oh, it says 5:70 on the clock. That can't be right. Let's see what we're going to do. A little bit of confusion here. Coach John's going to go over and fix the score table. That's not quite right. Needs to be 57.9, I think is what they're looking for. Technology is reset. Coach John successful. Puts 57.9 seconds on the clock. York with the ball and the 1-point lead. Gemmel on the left side to Jewell. Jewell guarded there by Sidon. Now Gemmel on the right wing, guarded by Gaddis. Baseline to Jewell. Dribbles on top, back to Gemmel. Gemmel being guarded by Gaddis. On the left side to Grant. On top to Luton. Stolen away by Sidon. Has room, but he is being overmatched, and that is blocked. And Sidon picks up the frustration foul. Could not get that one over Justin Luton, who picked up the hustling block for York. It'll be out of bounds to York. Sidon picks up his first, just the team's fifth. Neither team reaching the one-on-one in the first half. Coleman back in, as well as Thomas for York, with now 27.6 seconds to go here in the first half. Shot clock is off. Gemmel brings it ahead for York with the 1-point lead. Hands off on top to Coleman. Coleman on the left side to Luton. Back out top to Coleman. Gemmel looks like they'll hold for the last shot. Being guarded there by Sidon. Has the screen to his right. Now penetration, kick back out to Coleman for three. Off the iron, no good. No chance for a shot by Fayette. And we'll go to halftime. We got a good one. It's Penn State York 39, Penn State Fayette 38. Back with halftime activities and statistics right after these messages. You're watching the South Union Township Sports Network.
John and John's, attorney at law in Uniontown, would like to wish good luck to the Penn State Fayette men's basketball team and their coaches.
Are you or someone you know looking to begin college within the next year? Why not join a winning team at Penn State Fayette, the Eberly campus? We have new scholarships and new degree options that can be completed entirely at the Fayette campus. Find out what opportunities are available for you at Penn State Fayette and meet our team by visiting the campus at one of our upcoming admissions events. For more information or to make an appointment, call 724-430-4130 or visit fayette.psu.edu.
Welcome back to the Community Center Main Arena here on the Eberly campus of Penn State Fayette. Our halftime score, Penn State York 39, Penn State Fayette 38. Here's your halftime statistics for Penn State Fayette. Luke Williams with 6 points. C.J. Gaddis with 6. Dominic Jackson 5. Brandon Cunningham leading the way with 12. London Hoxie off the bench with 9 points for their total of 38. For Penn State York, Judd Gemmel 10 points. Mike Coleman 2. After a slow start, Trent Thomas with 12. Justin Luton with 2. Damian Hamler 2. Richard Grant with 9. And Billy Von Geib with 2. Of note in these statistics, Penn State York out-rebounding Penn State Fayette 24-13. And even more importantly, 6 offensive rebounds for Penn State York. Penn State York shooting 48% from the field in the first half, and Penn State Fayette just 39% from the field in the first half. So I'm sure Coach John will be talking about those rebounding statistics in the locker room at halftime. The Penn State Fayette team, Roaring Lions, must protect that defensive board a little bit better coming out here in the second half. Give credit to Penn State Fayette. They were down 12 points about halfway through the first half, fought back, and now only trail by 1, 39-38. That's our halftime score, and we're going to be back with second half activities right after this on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Lanzi Academy of Dance offers a fun learning environment for all ages and ability levels. Owned and directed by Christina Lanzi and located at 164 South Beeson Avenue in Uniontown, Lanzi Academy of Dance offers classes in ballet, jazz, tap, acro gym, point, contemporary, lyrical, hip-hop, and ballroom at very reasonable prices. Lanzi Academy of Dance provides a professional, positive, and friendly environment for all dancers to find a second home. Come join the dance family and learn from the most qualified teachers in our area. For more information, visit www.lanziacademyofdance.com or call 724-438-6911.
Welcome back to the Community Center Main Arena here on the Eberly campus of Penn State Fayette. Our halftime score, Penn State York 39, Penn State Fayette 38. And as we said at halftime, Penn State Fayette's going to have to do a better job on the boards to get back in front of Penn State York. Penn State York with a 24-13 rebound lead. And of further note, Penn State York 30 points in the paint as to Penn State Fayette just 12. It'll be Penn State Fayette possession coming out here to begin the second half. Cunningham, Gaddis, Bristol, Jackson will take the 3 and can it to open the second half and give Fayette the lead 41-39. Dominic Jackson. Williams also out there for Penn State Fayette. On the York side, you have Gemmel handling the ball right now, number 3. Number 20 is Damian Hamler. Stolen away by Williams. Ahead of the pack. Can he beat the players down the court? He can. And score. Luke Williams. 5 quick wins for Fayette to begin the second half. Rounding out that lineup for York, Trent Thomas. Number 10. Number 5 is Mike Coleman. He'll take the 3 from the top, and he'll score. So Mike Coleman, 2 points in the first half. Adds 3 more here in the second. 43-42. Penn State Fayette on top. Here's Jackson trying to dribble in. Bristol picks up the loose ball now all the way back out at half court. C.J. Gaddis runs it down, just 12 seconds on the shot clock. Cunningham now one-on-one, trying to create for himself. He does. High arcing shot off the rim, no good. Jackson tried to pull down a rebound, and now a battle for it. And back and forth. Jackson and Hamler battling for the loose ball. We're going to have a double technical, I believe, now called here on Jackson. So it's going to be a double technical call. Number 20 is Hamler. That's going to be his third. And Jackson, just his first foul. So it'll be out of bounds on the alternate possession to Fayette. Williams for three, too strong. And that's going to be out of bounds off of York. Back to Fayette. New shot clock. Just underway here in the second half. 18:33 to go. Williams looking inside to the corner. Drops it back out to Gaddis. Gaddis calling out the offense for Fayette. He'll stop and shoot the three, and can it again. C.J. Gaddis with his third three of the afternoon puts Fayette up 46-42. Coleman guarded by Cunningham, now picked up by Williams on the switch. Almost a steal there by Jackson. Now what do we got? Call on Penn State Fayette, and Cunningham still on the court. He's picked up. Foul called on Brandon Cunningham, his second, team first of the second half. I'm sorry, team second of the second half. The technical does count as a team foul, and York's going to take a 30-second timeout to talk about it with 18:06 to go here in the second half. It's Penn State 46, Penn State York 42. Right back after this 30-second timeout on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Are you or someone you know looking to begin college within the next year? Why not join a winning team at Penn State Fayette at the Eberly campus? We have new scholarships and new degree options that can be completed entirely at the Fayette campus. Find out what opportunities are available for you at Penn State Fayette and meet our team by visiting the campus at one of our upcoming admissions events. For more information or to make an appointment, call 724-430-4130 or visit fayette.psu.edu.
Welcome back. It'll be Penn State York's ball on the baseline as we come out of the timeout with a 46-42 Penn State Fayette lead. Penn State Fayette seniors coming out in the second half with a little bit of urgency, trying to extend their PSUAC careers here at Penn State Fayette. Thomas in the corner gets it to Grant. Grant now working his way in, gets it up off the board, gets his own rebound and put back. Can't get it to go. And now still another rebound for York. Three opportunities now as Gemmel will try to penetrate. Has it knocked away there by Bristol. On top to Coleman. Shot clock at 18. Thomas trying to post up low, and he can't get it to go. Now what do we got? We got a late call here. That's going to be on C.J. Gaddis as he calls it on Thomas, and the whistle wasn't until well after the play was completed. So that's going to be on C.J. Gaddis, his first, team third of the second half. That'll send Trent Thomas to the line. 12 points in the first half, a 75% free throw shooter. The freshman guard misses the first. From Red Lion, Pennsylvania, Red Lion High School, Trent Thomas averaging 26 points a game in his limited action for York. Misses them both, and out of there comes Bristol. Gets it to Williams. Ahead, knocked out of bounds. Quick hands there by Mike Coleman for York. Thomas uncharacteristically missing both foul shots. Keeps that lead at 4 for Fayette. Williams guarded by Grant. Skip across to Bristol. Bristol working his way in, loses it. And coming out now, York will come ahead with Gemmel controlling the ball. High pick set up by Grant. Now posting up low was Thomas. 3 on the way, and good box out that time by Tony Bristol. Can't get it to head. Penn State Fayette just a little bit loose. And now that's going to be an offensive foul as Gemmel charges into Tony Bristol, and we have a technical foul call now on Coach Parrish Petrie of York. They're going to talk it over. Offensive foul called on Judd Gemmel. His first foul and the team's third of the second half. Coach Petrie did not like it at all, and he's out on the court still barking. And we have a coach. And that'll send C.J. Gaddis to the line. C.J. Gaddis will go to the line for Penn State Fayette. 76% free throw shooter, averaging 14.2 points per game. Senior guard out of Brownsville, Pennsylvania. Big turn of events at 16:54 here in the second. Great defensive play there by Tony Bristol as CJ misses the first foul shot. Second one, got it. 47-42 now, and it'll be Penn State Fayette ball on the far baseline. Cunningham, Gaddis, Bristol, Jackson, and Williams on the court for Fayette. For York, it's Gemmel, Hamler, Grant, Thomas, Cunningham to the court, and it's knocked out of bounds. Stays with Fayette. Gaddis trying to get it inside. No, swings it all the way on top to Bristol. Jackson comes out, has a left-hand drive, gets the lay-in. Dominic Jackson with 5 second-half points, 10 on the afternoon. Gemmel tries to get by Bristol. Grant posting up Thomas, and we got a block call on the baseline. York clearly trying to post up Thomas down low with C.J. Gaddis giving up some inches at 5'9" versus the 6'2" Thomas, and trying to use his strength on the block to post up C.J. Gaddis. Now, inside pass again. Corner, Gemmel for 3. Got it. Judd Gemmel, his third three-pointer, gives him 13 points for the afternoon. C.J. Gaddis with contact, and he'll get the two-shot foul. It's going to be out of bounds, I'm sorry. Foul's going to be called on Gemmel, his second. Team fourth. Vaughn Guy back in for York, replacing Grant. They called that a non-shooting foul. So Gaddis will get it inside. This is Williams. Thought about the three. Now he'll take it to the left wing. That's blocked. Gets his own rebound. Takes it strong to the hoop, though. Luke Williams sticks with it. Gets the bucket after the block. 51-45. Fayette with their largest lead at 6. Vaughn Geib hands off to Thomas now. Thought about the long three. Gemmel now with the hot hand. He'll take it inside. Now baseline drive. Thomas can't get it to go. Another offensive rebound by York. Way out on top now. Williams finally pulls it in for Penn State Fayette. Wow, all kind of contact inside. No call as Cunningham goes to the floor. Ball's blocked away. Back comes York. End-to-end action. Now baseline drive. Coleman can't get it to go, but does get the foul call. That's Bristol. It'll be his second. Team fifth already here with 15-13 to go in the second half. Neither team made it into the 1-1 in the first half. That's not going to be the case here as Coleman hits the first of two. 5-point ball game now, 51-46. Penn State Fayette on top, trying to advance to the finals of the PSUAC at the Bryce Jordan Center at State College, Pennsylvania. Coleman gets the second. Back to a 4-point game. Cunningham on top. Gaddis thought about the three. Now he'll drive. Drops it. Pass to Bristol, who was not cutting to the hoop. He was backing away to the corner. It'll be a turnover for Fayette. At the 14:59 mark, it's immediate timeout. Penn State Fayette 51, Penn State York 47. We'll be right back. You're watching the South Union Township Sports Network.
Stony Point Kitchens and Baths specializes in high-end custom kitchen and bathroom designs and offers high-quality lines of cabinetry at prices up to 30 to 40% less than their competitors. Stony Point has stack and tack Silvermine stone, Moan, Kohler, and multi-lines of porcelain tile. Stony Point uses top-of-the-line design software that allows you to see your completed kitchen or bathroom before you commit to anything. Stony Point Kitchens and Baths is locally owned and operated with over 70 years combined experience and proudly accepts the Buy Local discount card. When you use your Buy Local discount card, you can receive 5% off your purchase. Fully licensed and insured. Stop by and see Stony Point Kitchen and Baths just west of Uniontown on National Pike. Phone 724-550-4365. That's 724-550-4365 for Stony Point Kitchens and Baths.
Here we go, 14:59 to go here in the second half. Penn State Fayette on top, 51-47. Strong rebounding team, this Penn State York squad, getting multiple chances at the rim. And they'll be on offense, trailing by 4. Gemmel hands off to Coleman. Now York goes into the weave with Thomas now, left-hand dribble. Throws it right to his coach, and that's a turnover. Penn State wants to get the ball quickly and get it up the court. Gaddis for Fayette. Over to Jackson. Now here's the weave on the Fayette side. Gaddis to Jackson. Now he's going to look inside. Tries to take it in. All kind of contact. That's going to be out of bounds underneath. Von Geis. Von Geib with the foul. That's just his first. Team fifth. Jackson again thought about the long three, but it smartly hands back to C.J. Gaddis. Williams will try to create himself to the rim. Can't get it above the rim, though. Good defense that time by York. Back again. Thomas for three, and he'll get it. Trent Thomas, that's just his first three of the afternoon. Gives him 15, but cuts the lead now to 1. Jackson to Williams. Williams trying to get himself on track offensively. Gets it to Gaddis. That's going to be picked up on the offensive rebound there by Bristol. Bristol gets it way out on top to Williams. Williams will shoot the three, and he's short again. Back comes York ahead of the pack. And scoring is Coleman. Mike Coleman puts York back on top now by 1, 52-51. couple of good opportunities for Fayette, just could not get any of them to drop. Now Cunningham will look to try to create. Guarded there by Hamler. Back to Bristol. He'll shoot the three and score. Tony Bristol, his first three of the afternoon, puts Penn State Fayette back up by 2. Back and forth we go. Thomas, he'll look to score from anywhere. Long three on the way, too far, and Bristol now contact with Coleman, but to the hoop and scoring is Luke Williams, running the court. 6 points here in the second half, 12 for the afternoon. Gemmel being harassed there by Bristol. It's almost stolen away by Williams. Now coming up with it is Gaddis. Here's Williams to the hoop and blocked away beautifully there by Damian Hamler. No foul call. Ball's out of bounds. And I believe it's going to be Penn State Fayette ball. Wow, athletic block there by Damian Hamler. Williams strong to the hoop, but man on man, Hamler came away with the block, knocked out of bounds in favor of Fayette. Cunningham now tried to go baseline, stops for the three, won't get it. Thomas rebounding for York. 4-point game, 56-52. Fayette on top. Man-to-man defense, harassing defense by Fayette. Knocked away, but gathered in by Hamler. Cunningham guarding him. Coleman, one of the three, all the way across now. Skipping the passes all the way across now inside, and Cunningham pulls down the all-important defensive rebound for Fayette. Williams sets the puppies and can't get it to go. Luke Williams with a quality three-pointer, just could not get that one to fall. Quickly back comes York. Three on the way and no good that time by Damian Hamler. Probably just a little fatigue setting in on that shot for Hamler. And what do we got? A little bit of a... What do we got? Coach indicating something on the floor across the way. Picked up by the official. Justin Luton will come in and give Hamler a quick break. Gaddis and Bristol controlling for Fayette as Hoxie has checked in. His first opportunity for the second half. Played well in the first, picked up 3 fouls. Cunningham could not get the roll. Now posting low is Thomas. You're not going to stop that. Blocked by Cunningham, though. I stand corrected. Now Hoxie can't control, and this will be an easy one now for Thomas as he will lay it in on the reverse turnover. 56-54. 4-point turnaround that time as Fayette had the numbers, just could not control it. Easy layup for York as Williams comes back and he'll get the call on the drive. Called on number 5, Mike Coleman. His second, team 6th, sending Luke Williams to the line. Averaging 20.6 points per game, 12 so far here this evening. From Lahaina, Hawaii, he'll hit the first. Marvin Sidon, the freshman guard, will check in and give Tony Bristol a break. Also Jackson on the bench as Hoxie came in for him, and Williams hits them both. Back to a 4-point lead, 58-54. 10:41 to go here in the second half. Coleman always looking for that three-pointer to Grant. Grant now to Thomas. Swing it all the way on top to Coleman. He'll shoot the long three. Good box out that time by Fayette as Hoxie will bring it to the other side. Stays with it. Sidon will score. Marvin Sidon from Hoxie makes it 60-54. Penn State Fayette doing A much better job on the boards. Now posting up again is Thomas, and he'll just go right over top of C.J. Gaddis. He needs some backside help on that post up by Trent Thomas. They just clear it out and allow him to post up right at the block, and that's just a little easy for him as Gaddis will go in and just a little stern. Come back now, York with numbers again, almost a walk, but scoring is number 14, Justin Luton. And we're back to a 2-point game. Williams back to Gaddis. Gaddis to Williams. Back and forth on top. Williams to the hoop and count it. Luke Williams getting himself into the offense. Gets the call against Mike Coleman. His third, and that will send Williams to the line to try for the three-point play. Timeout called with 9:21 to go. It's now Penn State Fayette 62, Penn State York 58. We'll be right back. You're watching the South Union Township Sports Network.
John and John's, attorney at law in Uniontown, would like to wish good luck to the Penn State Fayette men's basketball team and their coaches.
We're back after the timeout. Penn State Fayette on top 62-58 over Penn State York. Coach Mookie John very animated in the huddle, imploring his team to maintain their intensity. Be the first team to the loose balls. Be the first team to those loose rebounds. Luke Williams will be at the line trying to complete a three-point play. And can't get the roll. Trickles out on the right side. Still a 4-point ball game. On the right side, Grant looking in, swings it across to Luton. Luton to Gemmel. Now they're going to continue to look inside, and we get a hold. That's going to be on C.J. Gaddis. He's a lot to handle there with Trent Thomas down low. It's going to be a hold. That's going to be his third. Team sixth. Out of bounds, baseline right for York. They'll throw it all the way out on top to Hamler. Hands off to Thomas. He'll take it all the way, and he'll be fouled this time by Cunningham. And I believe that's going to be 3 on Brandon. Trent Thomas is just a load in there. He gets a hold of that ball, and he shows some power down low and is not afraid to stop and shoot the mid-range or even the long-range jumper. Thomas 0 for 2 from the line so far, but hits this one. Back and forth we go. Second one good as well. Back to a 2-point game, 62-60. And a little bit of a confusion there at the table as the horn went off accidentally. 8:57 to go here in the second half. 21 points now for Trent Thomas to lead York. Cunningham yet to score in the second half. He's going to try to take control a little bit here and can't get that one to go. Tough defense by York on the baseline. York with a chance to tie or take the lead. And they're going to just keep looking inside to Thomas until the Fayette can stop it. Turnaround jumper, no good. Side on to Cunningham. He'll stop and shoot the mid-range jumper short. Thomas with the rebound. Gemmel now back with numbers. Nice pass, and it's going to be a walk. Gemmel made a nice bounce pass inside to Justin Luton. Was unable to gather it and keep his feet in sync. Picks up the traveling call. And Fayette will maintain that 2-point advantage. Now 8:10 to go. Gaddis, nowhere to go with it. Now gets it to Sidon on the deflection. Gaddis looking for that screen, gets it. Nowhere to go. He'll back up and shoot the jumper. No good. Just a contested shot there, not a quality opportunity for Fayette. And once again, York will come back, trailing by 2. Thomas just posting up there against Gaddis, and he has it knocked away by Cunningham. Williams behind the back, what a play, and a blocked again. Looked like it could have been goaltending as the ball hit the banking board first, but no call as the Coach John is indicating he thinks it hit the banking board first. Traveling on the other side, gives it back to Fayette. Just a 2-point ball game. Those breakaways for Fayette have not been successful, but Williams, just sheer determination, gets it to the hoop and scores. Hoxie trying to bring it back. Hustling for Fayette, knocks it out of bounds. 12 points in the second half for Luke Williams, 18 on the afternoon. It's a 4-point game. Hamler way out on top, again inside to Thomas. Thought about the fadeaway, goes to the 3 for Gemler. Offensive rebound and put back by Richard Grant. Ineffective box out by Fayette, allows for the offensive putback once again for York. Hoxie to Williams. Williams, he'll shoot the 3. No good. Boards controlled there again by Grant. To Thomas, he'll shoot the 3 and count it. Trent Thomas puts York on top. 65-64. 24 points so far for Trent Thomas. 12 in the first half, 12 in the second half. Cunningham, need to get him going, and he takes it to the hoop and scores. Back on top goes Fayette, 66-65. We're at the 6-minute mark. Going to the table now will be Bristol and just Bristol. Cutting. Jackson sits back down. Inside, almost an offensive call, but Gemmel on top. Left-handed drive, what do we got? Got a foul on top. That's going to be on Cunningham, I believe. Foul's on Luke Williams, just his first, team 7th. That's going to be 1-1 and send Damian Hamler to the line. Hamler, 1-1. Just a 53% foul shooter. And he misses that one short badly. Williams had baseline and can't get it to go. Hoxie tried to get it back but could not. And here comes York, trailing by 1. Hamler back out to Gemmel. Gemmel harassed there by Hoxie. Gemmel tries to get it to the hoop, running one-hander, can't get on the floor, and again, York comes up with the rebound. Gemmel will try the 3. Another opportunity on the offensive board as Grant will get it to go. 4 opportunities at the hoop that time for York. Nets them the bucket and the lead, 67-66. Bristol thought about the shot, hands it to Cunningham. Weave on top, Gaddis. He'll take it to the hoop, scoop, up and good! C.J. Gaddis miraculously got that one under the arms of the tall trees inside and puts Fayette back on top. What an athletic move that time. Damian Hamler, just his first bucket of the second half, 4 on the evening. Now back to a 1-point lead for York. Cunningham. Corner to Hoxie for three. Off the rim, no good. Rebound to York with the lead and the ball with 4:06 to go. Bristol on Gemmel. Gemmel now tries to dribble in. Hands it back out to Luton. Inside to Thomas. Running one-hander. Another offensive rebound and put back for Richard Grant. Offensive boards. The story here this afternoon for Penn State York. Up by 3 now. Gaddis will try the three, and he hits. C.J. Gaddis with his 4th three ties it up at 71. Timeout called. 3:33 to go. It's 71-71. Penn State Fayette and Penn State York. The PSUAC semifinal action here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Are you or someone you know looking to begin college within the next year? Why not join a winning team at Penn State Fayette at the Eberly campus? We have new scholarships and new degree options that can be completed entirely at the Fayette campus. Find out what opportunities are available for you at Penn State Fayette and meet our team by visiting the campus at one of our upcoming admissions events. For more information or to make an appointment, call 724-430-4130 or visit fayette.psu.edu.
We're back and all tied up. It's going to be Penn State York basketball with 3:33 to go on the Penn State Fayette side. Coach John imploring his team to box out on the defensive boards. And on the York side, they're going to have to be looking inside. Again, Thomas posting up and crashing that offensive board with the putbacks have really been their forte here this afternoon. Coleman trying to get it to Thomas. He'll sprint down back, gets it finally to Gemmel. Ball handler for York to Thomas. Back to Gemmel. In the corner now is Coleman. Gemmel thought about the three. Now inside to Grant. Here's Gemmel, long three. Off the rim, no good. Put back again by Richard Grant. 8 points in the second half, and I believe all 8 of those are putbacks on the offensive board. 17 on the afternoon puts them up 73-71 with 2:56 to go. Substitution now as Jackson will come in to replace Bristol. And we're going to have a timeout. A media timeout is called with 2:56 to go. Putback bucket has Penn State York on top, 73-71 on the South Union Township Sports Network. Horn sounds to end the timeout. It'll be Penn State Fayette basketball trailing by 2 with 2:56 to go here in the second half. 73-71, the winner to head up to State College for the PSUAC championship game. Cunningham will get it into Gaddis. Man-to-man defense all the way for Penn State York. Here's the weave on top again. Gaddis stretches it out to the circle as Williams will try to create himself, and he hits it. What do we got? Is it a good hoop? Yes! Good hoop and a block. So Luke Williams gathered the ball, gets the hoop and the call, ties things up, and has an opportunity at the line with 2:42 to go. That's 5 fouls. On number 5, Mike Coleman. He'll foul out with 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 points in the game. Really controlled the ball, and Williams will complete the three-point play. 3 for 5 from the line for Luke. He's coming alive here in the second half. 13 points in the second half for Luke Williams. Posting up low is Thomas, and he will just roll it over the rim and score again. So Trent Thomas puts York back up by 1. Jackson will get called for the travel. Just a little out of control on the drive. Turnover with 2:17 to go. A 1-point lead by Penn State York. Gemmel quickly up the court. Now we got it knocked out of his hands, off of Jackson, out of bounds to York. Gemmel trying to force the action. And here's Thomas posting up again on C.J. Gaddis. And we got a call on C.J., and I believe that's going to be his 4th. And that's going to send Thomas to the line with a 1-point lead at the 2:08 mark here of the second half. Thomas 2 for 4 from the line. Make it 3 for 5. "27 points already, and make it 28 for Trent Thomas. And Coach Petrie for Penn State York will call a timeout and a 3-point lead. 2:08 to go. We'll be back with the finish here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Landsea Academy of Dance offers a fun learning environment for all ages and ability levels. Owned and directed by Christina Landsea and located at 164 South Beeson Avenue in Uniontown, Landsea Academy of Dance offers classes in ballet, jazz, tap, acro gym, point, contemporary, lyrical, hip-hop, and ballroom at very reasonable prices. Landsea Academy of Dance provides a professional, positive, and friendly environment for all dancers to find a second home. Come join the dance family and learn from the most qualified teachers in our area. For more information, visit www.landseaacademyofdance.com or call 724-438-6911.
Fayette with the ball on the far baseline, trailing by 3, 77-74. Officials making sure the clock is ready for operation. Cunningham, Gaddis, Hoxie, Williams, and Jackson on the court for Fayette. Gemmel, Thomas, Luton, Grant, and Hamler for York. Here's Williams to the hoop. He got it to go, and the block call. Luke Williams just taking things into his own hands here in the second half. Gets another one to drop. Foul called there on Grant, just his second, team 8th. As Luke Williams will go to the line again to try to tie things up, and he does. 18 points in the second half for Luke Williams, 24 on the afternoon. Trying to post up again is Thomas. Double team down low, but he powers his way up. Can't get it to go, and Hoxie will pull down a rebound. Gaddis ahead to Jackson. Back to Gaddis. On top to Cunningham. Cunningham trying to get on track here in the second half. Has it blocked away. All tied at 77, a minute 25 to go. Cunningham will now pick up Thomas down low. Gaddis will switch out, and this is Gemmel. Nice drop pass to Grant as the Fayette defenders just gravitated to Gemmel. He drops it to Grant, and that's his 10th point of the second half, 19 overall. Williams now. Again to the hoop. And again he'll score it and get the foul. Luke Williams will not be denied as he went to the hoop. That one is on number 14, Luton. And Williams now with an opportunity with 54 seconds to go to put Fayette on top. That one's short, though. We're still tied. Back comes York. And they're going to call timeout. They want to set something up. 47 seconds to go. 24 seconds on the shot clock. We're all tied at 79 on the South Union Township Sports Network. Great action here at the Community Center, main arena at the Penn State Fayette Eberly campus. We're all tied at 79. PSUAC semifinal action. Penn State York will control and get it into Judd Gemmel. Gemmel has controlled the ball almost exclusively for York this afternoon. 15 on the shot clock. Gemmel trying to penetrate, gets it to Thomas. He'll step back and shoot the three. Can't get it to go, and it's going to be out of bounds off of Penn State Fayette, the leg of C.J. Gaddis, and that'll give them a new shot clock. 30 seconds, 30.8 on the game clock. Penn State Fayette has called a timeout. It's going to still be Penn State York's ball on the baseline. And they have an opportunity to hold it for the last shot if they so choose. But I would think they're probably going to look for the first open opportunity. With 30.8 seconds to go, the shot clock will still be on, but pretty much inconsequential with just the 0.8 difference. It'll be out of bounds on the baseline for Penn State York. And in this situation we've seen in the past, they're trying to post up Trent Thomas. 28 points for him on the afternoon. And you got to believe that they'll be looking to get the ball to him to end things for Penn State York. On the Penn State Fayette side, they not only have to concentrate on making sure they do not give up a quality shot to either Gemmel or Thomas, but also to box out on that defensive board. They had the opportunity just before this out-of-bounds play when Thomas missed the three-pointer. Gaddis had the box out, but the ball ricocheted off his leg out of bounds. Now Gemmel guarded by Bristol. 25 seconds to go. Bristol harassing Gemmel. Standing still offense so far. They'll probably go with 10 seconds. Gemmel now will start things up. 12 seconds, 11, 10, inside 10. Gemmel with the left-handed drive, looking underneath, can't get anything to go. Now he'll bring it himself, running one-hander, won't go, rebound, pulled out of there by Hoxie. We got overtime. Gemmel is not, and down at the other end, C.J. Gaddis is on the floor, cringing in pain. As the teams were headed to their huddles, CJ is on the court down by the baseline, and he is in some serious distress. So with that, regulation time has ended. It's all tied at 79, and we'll be back to hopefully find out if CJ is okay and overtime activities here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Stony Point Kitchens and Baths specializes in high-end custom kitchen and bathroom designs and offers high-quality lines of cabinetry at prices up to 30 to 40% less than their competitors. Stony Point has stack and tack Silvermine stone, Mohn, Kohler, and multi-lines of porcelain tile. Stony Point uses top-of-the-line design software that allows you to see your completed kitchen or bathroom before you commit to anything. Stony Point Kitchens and Baths is locally owned and operated with over 70 years combined experience and proudly accepts the Buy Local discount card. When you use your Buy Local discount card, you can receive 5% off your purchase. Fully licensed and insured. Stop by and see Stony Point Kitchen and Baths just west of Uniontown on National Pike. Phone 724-550-4365. That's 724-550-4365 for Stony Point Kitchens and Baths.
We're back and ready for overtime action. Score all tied at 79. C.J. Gaddis appeared to be suffering from severe cramps in both legs as the training staff worked on him during the break. We'll have a jump ball at midcourt to start the overtime period. It's going to be controlled by Fayette. Hoxie in the corner. He'll shoot the three. Got it! London Hoxie scores the first three of overtime, puts Fayette up 82-79. Back comes York. Hamler being guarded by Williams. In the corner to Thomas. He'll shoot the three. Rattles out, and Hoxie with the board. Hands off to Bristol. Quickly up to Cunningham. Cunningham back to Bristol. On top to Sidon, who's come in to assume the role for C.J. Gaddis as he's on the bench trying to work out those cramps. Hoxie in the corner to Bristol. Bristol swing out to Cunningham. Cunningham trying to get himself on track. Got a three! Brandon Cunningham, 4-3. That's 17 for him. His first three of the second half. Now we got a foul called. 15, the call's on Sidon, and that's going to send Gemmel to the line. Double bonus, I believe. Judd Gemmel, 66% foul shooter. First one off the back of the iron, no good. Six-point lead on 2 3-pointers here in overtime. Second one's good. Sidon controlling things now for Fayette. 85-80, 3:55 to go here in overtime. The weave out front. Bristol tried to dribble inside. Hands to the Sidon. Sidon, good ball handler. Hands it to Cunningham. Cunningham with Williams trying to give him a screen. He'll stop at the elbow. Cunningham feeling it here in the overtime. 5 points for him in the overtime. 19 on the afternoon. Luton has it knocked away. Now gets it inside to Thomas. And he'll score on the baseline roll. Trent Thomas gives him 30 for the afternoon. Sidon now again in for C.J. Gaddis, 87-82. We're right at the 3-minute mark. Kicked away that time by Luton for York. Kick ball does not reset the shot clock. It's at 17. Out of bounds play. Sidon looks for Williams in the corner. Can't get it to him. Now gets it to Bristol. Bristol swing to Cunningham. Cunningham slow things down. He'll shoot the three. And again, Brandon Cunningham with 8 points here in the overtime to the hoop. Scoop shot. Wow. Richard Grant, athletic to the hoop, scores it for York. A timeout call with 2:45 to go. Penn State Fayette 90, York 84. We'll be back right after this on the South Union Township Sports Network. Here we go. Penn State Fayette with the ball and a 6-point lead. 90-84 here in overtime. 2:45 to go. And while we have an opportunity, we wanted to mention Spencer Perry has not seen much action since the beginning of this game, and we understand he's had some flu-like symptoms and really struggling down there. So Coach John, hampered by his inability to be in the game, he would have provided some serious assistance on the boards for Fayette. And it looks like C.J. Gaddis is going to try to check in again. Cunningham, who has done it all here in the overtime, and he's going to be fouled and sent to the line. That's going to be on Luton, his third. And Cunningham will be at the line. And again, on this side, I believe it's double bonus also. Cunningham with 8 points in overtime, 20 overall. Gets the first. Cunningham hits them both. The hush came over the crowd. He now has stretched that lead out to 8. Thomas just trying to post up anywhere he can get the ball, and he's going to take it upon himself to do it all. And that's stolen away and knocked out of bounds by Bristol. Trying to get it inside there to Grant. And here comes C.J. Gaddis. He's going to try to go. Those cramps are something to get rid of, but he's going to come back in. Thomas, fade away for 3. Can't get it to go. Another offensive rebound for Grant. Opportunity. Hamler, he's traveled. Oh, they're going to call a block. There was body contact, so give the official credit. Went with the contact. Hoxie, his 4th. Hamler at the line. 0 for 1 so far on the afternoon. 92-84, Fayette on top. 2:03 to go here in the 4th. Hamler, 2 opportunities here in overtime. First one rattles out. Fayette needs to concentrate on boxing out, even on these foul shots. And Hamler gets the second one to roll in. Gives him 5 points for the evening. We're under 2 minutes. C.J. Gaddis and Cunningham will control. Bristol in the corner to Williams. He'll launch the 3 and won't get it to go. Rebound. And then we got an offense. Oh, I know. A blocking call. Wow. Looked for a moment like Bristol was going to get the call, but it was not to be, as Tony is called for the block, and that's going to send Hamler back to the line on the other end with the clock stopped at 1:47 to go. 92-85. Penn State Fayette clinging to that 7-point lead. York trying to put points up with the clock stopped, and Hamler hits. 6 points for Damian Hamler. Pounds it to the floor, sends a second one strong, and Hoxie comes out of there with the rebound. Penn State hangs on to that 6-point lead now. Fayette, 6-point advantage. Gaddis double teamed back to Cunningham. They're going to try to use as much of that shot clock as they can. Hoxie back to Cunningham. 8 on the shot clock. Williams, he'll take it to the hoop strong and a lot of contact, no call. Hoxie battles for it and pulled out of there by Hamler. Back comes York. Gemmel in the corner will bring it back out. Oh, almost stolen by Penn State. Now what do we got? We got an offensive foul. Hamler, his 4th. The bucket will not count. Good defense that time by Penn State. Fayette picking up the offensive foul on the drive. Hamler just a little out of control trying to make something happen. Now we're under a minute, a 6-point lead, and we got a block call now. As Williams was trying to get around Gemmel, and that's going to send Williams to the line. He's holding his ankle at half court now. And he's going to go to the line, but he's limping noticeably. That foul's on Gemmel, his third. Williams will go to the line to shoot 2, and can't afford to lose him with 57 seconds to go and a 6-point lead. Sidon will check in at the scorer's table. First one up and short, and that's definitely as a result of that injury. You could see he was just not real sure about pushing off on that right ankle. Sidon checks in. Put C.J. Gaddis back on the bench. Williams gets the second. Nice adjustment on the foul shot there by Luke Williams. Knew he had that injury and would just added a little to that second one, and it's 93-86. Timeout on the floor. It's a full timeout. 57 seconds to go. Drama here at the community center on the main campus, on the Eberly campus at Fayette. Fayette trying to advance to the finals of the PSUAC at State College. Got this game into overtime and now lead by 7 with 57 seconds to go. We're going to keep it right here as both coaches are trying to devise their strategy for this final 57 seconds. Coach John, I believe, will be emphasizing the inability or the ability of his team to box out, to limit York to just one shot. With a 7-point advantage, that's a 3-possession ball game, and York is going to have to look for their first opportunity at the hoop. With just 57 seconds to go, they're going to take that first good opportunity because they do need 3 possessions coming down the end here in overtime. Coming out on the court for Penn State Fayette, you have number 3, Dominic Jackson, number 12, Brandon Cunningham, number 30, London Hoxie, and number 15, Marvin Sidon. On the York side, you got number 14, Justin Luton, number 10, Trent Thomas, number 23, Richard Grant, number 20, Damian Hamler, and number 3, Judd Gemmel. Fayette will pick up full court just to try to make them use some clock as Thomas will dribble around to the left looking for the jumper. Now a lot of clock being used by York. Not what they wanted as Gemmel goes to the hoop with the left. Can't get it to go. He came in from out of bounds, and that's going to remain with York. So Tony Bristol did not establish himself inside the court for the offensive rebound, and that's going to give York another opportunity with just 41 seconds to go. New shot clock, though. Thomas now goes baseline and doesn't get the roll. Battle for the rebound. Hoxie pulls it out of there. Cunningham now was fouled by Thomas. Good sportsmanship shown there by Trent Thomas as he fouls Brandon Cunningham. And Cunningham with a huge overtime performance. 10 points here in overtime for Brandon Cunningham to give him 24 points on the afternoon. Just scored 2 in the second half. But once it came to overtime, he took it upon himself to carry the Penn State Fayette team. Has 10 points here in overtime. 2 shots now for Brandon Cunningham. 32 seconds still on the clock. Brandon drains the first. 3 for 3 here in overtime. 4 for 5 overall from the line for Brandon Cunningham. 25 points for Brandon. Second one, good. Makes it a 9-point advantage. 3-possession game still in the corner for York. 3-pointer on the way, no good there by Luton. Out of bounds, knocked out by Fayette. Back to York as C.J. Gaddis will check back in for Sidon. Down to 25 seconds to go. Fayette with this semifinal victory in their grasp, but Thomas will shoot. He can't hit. Jackson will pull down the rebound, and he is fouled. That's going to Richard Grant's third foul in overtime here will send Dominic Jackson to the line. Jackson with 10 points, 2 threes, 2 for 4 from the line, and a deuce so far here this afternoon. Left-handed shooting Dominic Jackson. Can't get the first one. Little roll off to their left side, and Sidon will come in. Back in for Fayette. Defensive purposes, offense, defense, substitutions by Coach John. Jackson can't get the second either. Here comes York. Gemmel quickly inside. He'll drop it back to Hamler. Goes to the hoop, no good. Now picked up there by Jackson, and he'll dribble it out. 7 seconds, 6 seconds. Penn State Fayette will dribble it out. In overtime, our final, Penn State Fayette 95, Penn State York 86. It's on to State College for the Roaring Lions. We'll be back to tell you all about it here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Lanzi Academy of Dance offers a fun learning environment for all ages and ability levels. Owned and directed by Christina Lanzi and located at 164 South Beeson Avenue in Uniontown, Lanzi Academy of Dance offers classes in ballet, jazz, tap, acro gym, point, contemporary, lyrical, hip-hop, and ballroom at very reasonable prices. Lanzi Academy of Dance provides a professional, positive, and friendly environment for all dancers to find a second home. Come join the dance family and learn from the most qualified teachers in our area. For more information, visit www.lanziacademyofdance.com or call 724-438-6911.
We're back at the community center at the Eberly campus of Penn State Fayette. Exciting college basketball. Penn State Fayette pulling out the overtime 95-86 victory over Penn State York. Let's take a look at our final statistics for Penn State York. Judd Gemmel coming in with 14 points. Trent Thomas, as advertised, poured in 30. Richard Grant on that offensive board all night with 21 points. Justin Luton with 4. And Billy Von Geib off the bench with 2 for their total of 86. Point by halves, 39 in the first half, 40 in the second half. Just 7 points in overtime for their total of 86. On the Penn State Fayette side, coming out with sheer determination in the second half, Luke Williams with 27 points. C.J. Gaddis with 15. Dominic Jackson, 10. Brandon Cunningham all over the place in overtime with 26 total points. Marvin Sidon, 2. London Hoxie with 12 off the bench. And Anthony Bristol coming in with 3 points. Penn State Fayette survives, but for a 50-30 deficit in rebounding, and especially 12 offensive rebounds by Penn State York. Points in the paint, Penn State York 54 points, Penn State Fayette 36. Second chance points, Penn State York 17, Penn State Fayette just 7. So the Penn State Fayette Roaring Lions hang on, get the game into overtime, and dominate in overtime, outscoring Penn State York 16-7 in the extra frame for that final Penn State Fayette 95, Penn State York 86 here on the South Union Township Sports Network. Penn State Fayette will advance now to play at State College at the Bryce Jordan Center for the PSUAC Championship, and they have certainly earned it, playing very outstanding basketball throughout the PSUAC season and they will also be looking to come back here to their home court in the USCAA Championships later in March. So this afternoon's game was brought to you as a joint cooperative venture featuring Township Supervisors Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott, Atlantic Broadband Cable, Armstrong Cable, and our friends at CUTV, J.R. Wheeler, Gary Smith, and their staff. This has been Gary Frankhauser along with Jerry Dupay on the camera. Another South Union Township Sports Network presentation. Our final once again, Penn State Fayette 95, Penn State York 86. Good night, everyone.